Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Gear TV. In today's video, we're gonna install an OpenRoad 270-degree awning on Jeremy from Jack Monkey Jeep's Hydro Blue Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. Before we get started on this install, can you tell us a little bit about your Jeep Gladiator?
Yeah, I feel like I've done this 3 or 4 times. That's all right. It's 2022 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. It has a 2.5-inch Mopar lift, running 35-inch tires, bed rack. I've gone through a little bit of evolutions with that. It's got the V6, and then I just recently re-geared it from the stock 410s to the 513s.
The main reason we want to install the OpenRoad 270 awning on Jeremy's Jeep Gladiator is that over the last year or so, he has converted this stock Gladiator Rubicon essentially from an off-roading beast into what is almost now an overland camper. For this video, he did pull off his rooftop tent. That way we have room to make sure we get the awning mounted properly. But when everything is finally set up on his Jeep, he's gonna have the ultimate overland camping setup.
So the OpenRoad 270-degree awning is a passenger side open, meaning it's gonna mount on the passenger side and it's gonna open one to the front and then one to the rear, and it's gonna wrap around the rear. The reason that Mario chose this is because he knows that my 23-0 rooftop tent opens, I set it up so that it opens to the driver's side. That's the side that my tent flips open to. So it's gonna match well with the tent. It's gonna create the covering on the passenger side and the rear of the Jeep, and then the tent will open on the driver's side.
So we're not gonna do too much more talking. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing unboxed, opened up, installed, and show you guys what it looks like.
And there it is, it's unboxed. So in the box, you see we have 3 pretty sturdy brackets. We have the tent itself with the nylon cover, a couple tool bags to store all the accessories, tent stakes, guy wires. We have the hardware plus the wrenches that are required. Some additional guy wires with a strange looking pulley system in here. And then one of the cool features is this has an LED light that you can plug in. It's USB-A powered, and it actually lights up, so there's no need for additional lanterns or anything like that. So looks like a pretty good product initially. So let's go ahead and get it, start getting it installed, and then we'll show you what we got. What's up, homie?
Hold on, Jeremy.
Yeah, he's not doing this.
So this tiger spider that we just found has been in my garage for months, and I was wondering where it got off to, but it happened to get inside this box, no problem. And I think it's kind of hibernating. So Jeremy's off-road bed rack has 2 crossbars on it. He has a 3rd crossbar. The OpenRoad awning came with 3 brackets. For now, just for today, we're gonna put 2 brackets on, and then he can install that 3rd bracket later when he gets back to his home.
Yeah,
right here, inserts.
Too thick.
So the good thing is there's plenty of hardware in this bag. We don't necessarily have this thing hooked up the best way on the roof rack right now, but we do have plenty of options for hardware so that when we do get everything figured out the way we want it, it'll mount up with a good secure fit. I think 3 bolts on each anchor should be good, right?
I would say.
So my recommendation would be to try to start the top one on that corner and then the top one on this corner.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah, you can back it up a little bit. Just drop it down real quick. All right.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. That actually looks pretty good. We got everything mounted up. perfectly, right? No, there's a little problem. For some reason, this text is printed upside down on the...
No, I can see it perfect from the way I'm looking at it. I don't see what the problem is.
So what we've got to do now is we've got to unbolt it again and just flip it over, because the smart guys here at Adventure Gear TV, we put this thing on upside down.
Flip.
Yep. So you're gonna walk around. Yep. Good. All right. No, hey. Just keep it even. We'll start with this corner.
Yep.
There away. Lift your side a little bit. You got it? If you can get one, then I can come take some pressure off you, okay? 1 second. You good?
Yep.
Just hang it.
Let me know if you ate.
I got it now.
You got it?
Okay.
Jeremy?
Yep.
All right.
I got it. Slide it out. I'm gonna drop it down a little bit. Okay, now slide it back in.
Wait.
Like that?
Yep.
I mean, it's actually like high enough though. If you look here, it's
Right.
well above my head.
Right.
All right, guys, let's reveal and see what we have here. 270 awning, so it has that kind of leather edge or polyurethane topping. And then I'm pretty sure the way this works is you unbolt it there, and then you swing it out.
It should lock in place, right?
Yep. Wow, that thing is amazing.
Or it doesn't lock in place.
I think this will work for that. I don't know. Let's see here. To get this little ratchet thing hooked up right here. Pull it tight.
Oh, that's what that's for.
So I think we're about really at a 265. I'm sure we could probably squeeze it out the rest of the way, but we're at about a 268 right now. And so the only reason I'm bringing that up is when we put your tent back on the roof and you have it fully opened,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a little bit of a gap right here where the tailgate is. And so
that's fine.
now, does your tent have the little window covers that go out? So that
it would cover.
yeah, so that should cover that. But this thing feels like, I don't want to hang on it obviously and ruin it, but it feels like you could legitimately, like, you could hang a 10-pound bag or something off of this
easily.
And now your lights.
There's the lights.
We should get these lights hooked up and see how they look.
Should.
Now the OpenRoad 270 comes with this USB-A with 3 5521 barrel outputs. The USB-A I'm going to plug into my power station here, and what these are for is to illuminate through these little jacks these LED lights. So that's on. Is that touch? Oh wow.
Oh my goodness.
So these are touch sensitive, and you can change the light from amber to white to amber and off.
And a few.
So I like the white light. Let's see here. Oh, it's amber, white, in a mix.
And then if you hold it, it changes the intensity.
Really? The crazy thing is, with all 3 of these lights set up, we're only pulling 6 watts from the EcoFlow River 2. So let's check this out. I'm gonna pull out, I'm gonna disconnect one of them, just see what kind of power draw. So yep, it dropped down to 5, so there is some operating cost there. 4 to 5, so just over 4. With one of those, I'm just at over 3. So 3 watts for one, 5 watts for 2, and then 6 watts for all 3 of these things operating, which is plenty of light. This thing will run off of a small power bank for days. It's actually a pretty nice quality awning. It also has some more anchor cables that we're not going to install right now because the winds are relatively calm. All right, so what do you think overall?
It seems like it's a good material. The zipper is high quality, so I like that. It'll be easy to zip. That won't get caught. I really like the integrated lighting. That's an awesome feature. And it's going to work well, I think, with the 23.0 rooftop tent that I have. Yeah, overall, I think it's a good quality. This is a very quality awning, and I've never heard of this company before.
All right, so what are we gonna do next?
So next, I've got a couple of videos in the hopper for Jack Monkey Overland Adventure, and this video, of course, and then in a couple months, I will set up this with the rooftop tent on a camping trip, and I'll do a full review.
And if you guys want to find out more about the OpenRoad 4x4 270 awning, check out my link in the video description. And as always, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on my next adventure. Good. And then you say, there it is, okay?
So you hands here and lift off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the full motion though.
Okay, and then I say, there it is once.